So hopefully YouTube will kick in about 10 seconds, hopefully. I don't know, because it tends to be kind of weird when it comes to this kind of thing. So yes, welcome to, I think, the very final episode of Orange, because so 13 seems to be the final one, and I have no bloody idea how this anime is actually even going to end. If it's going to end... There we are. Let's get rid of the whole entire YouTube thing. So yeah, Final of Orange is today, and I just don't know how this anime is going to end, because this anime can end a couple of different ways, and I'm kind of scared to see how it will, because I want to see everyone just kind of get into a better place. I want to see everyone kind of be happy, because that's what it needs. This anime needs a happy ending, and hopefully it does give us one. Granted, it's announced the movie just now as well, so I was like, all right, okay, so is it going to be a recap movie? Is it going to be like a sequel? I'm not too sure. Could there be a sequel? I don't know. Focus on different characters. I don't know. I was kind of surprised. I was like, Jesus freaking Christ, what's going on in the announcements today? Like, One Punch Man Parent Season 2, and now we're getting an Orange movie, so I guess today is quite a good day when it comes to announcements. So maybe next year might be pretty freaking good. I know it's actually getting a spin-off manga series about, I think it was Suwa and Naho. It's like a relationship. It was about Suwa specifically. I know it's about one of them two, or both of them. So hopefully that might get adapted into an OVA. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it might be interesting to see, because again, Suwa is best bro. So seeing him in his own thing was one of the things I wanted to see, because again, I feel like he's one of the kind of brighter parts of this whole entire anime. Besides how they explore Kakeru's like kind of mental state, what he's actually going through, Suwa's that kind of character which I really did want to see more of, and more of him on his own, because I think he could carry a narrative on just on his own, because he's so freaking great. He literally is best bro Hime. And I got a Japanese comment. Hello. Too sure what he's trying to say, but welcome. But oh man, we've got 40 seconds to go. So yeah, I ain't looking forward to this, because my feelings will probably be destroyed by the end of this. Like, I don't even know what's gonna happen. Hopefully, again, we get to the good ending, because again, Kaku's kind of acting a little bit off, slightly. Like, I guess he's trying to avoid, well, I can't speak English anymore. He's trying to avoid the situation, while I guess Naho's trying to fix it. So I want to see how it all just kind of melds together into a final. And hopefully this actual episode is animated well, because it is the final one. Because, holy freaking hell, if it's not animated well, it's going to lose certain parts of its actual, like, kind of meaning. It's not going to work too well. Oh, man. Right, we are going live now. So, refresh the page. I hope it actually ends better than rewrite, because holy freaking Christ, I got over that ending. Man, my head was killing me after that one. Well, we got 1080p, so... Oh my god, is theme coming back as well? Oh, it's February 14th. Maybe about 10 seconds to kick in. Oh man, this is gonna be an emotional episode, isn't it? It's a 37-minute episode. It's a 40-minute episode. My god. Huh. Wait, is it a whole entire episode, or is it the actual bit at the end as well? Because I know there was an announcement kind of thingy at the end with the actual VAs. So is it that as well, or is it just the episode? Have to wait and see. She's gonna do it. Hey, we actually got an opening this time as well. That is surprising for our final episode. I'm actually kind of hyped. Again, I really did like this series. It's actually a really good series. I wouldn't say it's the best I've seen in the genre, but it's actually freaking damn great. How to explore Kaku's character has been phenomenal. Again, and I like how Naho, even though friggin' hell, she is frustrated as a character, she is realistic. She's that kind of if you put yourself in the shoes of her, you probably would be similar to how she's acting. You just don't know, because again, her character is kind of that. She acts that way. My actual screen just froze. There we are. So I like how they're exploring her character, because again, she's realistic. Yeah, she's frustrating, but she's realistic, because she acts the way a person in those shoes would act. Yeah, most of the things she says, are you sitting there go, fucking hell, woman, what are you saying that for? Say the right thing. But when you kind of put into context, it's a heat of the moment kind of moment. She knows in her brain that the grandmother's fine. She's going to say that. Yeah, it's not the right thing to say, but she's going to say it to kind of just calm him. But again, as I said before, about three times already, I think, knowing the future doesn't always lead to good results. It can also lead to extremely bad outcomes. And we did see it. So hopefully the whole entire thing gets fixed. Kakeru actually is saved, and we get a nice ending. Because again, if it's a really sad ending, my heart will be destroyed. Whew! I ain't prepared right now. My heart is actually already hurting. I'm getting these chest pains. Like, mate, can you stop with chest pains? All right. Plan was to give him the chocolates and tell him how I really felt. But I couldn't start a conversation with him, even though I had plenty of chances. Yeah, it's like shots of the opening. And then they get together. Come on, please tell me they get together. First time was after home. Kakeru saw the chocolates I was holding and asked me who was it for. I didn't remember this is actually one of those recurring scenes that always happened. We saw that recurring scene of the chocolates. And she couldn't give it to him, so I'm guessing now possibly she might be able to. She might muster the actual, like, kind of, I guess, courage and actually try to speak to him and actually kind of just give him the chocolates and possibly just mend it. This is what I just really hope is her to actually mend the whole entire thing. Because it would be nice. Just to maintain something sensitive going on behind. Like, they just... Nothing always adds up with Kakeru. It's like something just going on behind closed doors that he just doesn't express. And that's why I kind of fear for him in a larger context. I fear for him because you just don't know truly what he's going through. You don't know what he's actually feeling at that 1 second. He could be feeling anything. You just don't know. And plus, again, as I said before, he's a very reclusive person about his emotion. See? Point proven. Change the future, good luck. I guess one of the things that's easy to say, you have the whole entire walkthrough there, not what to do wrong. Like, it's always there, so good luck, change the future. But she has to act that herself. She has to muster that courage herself to actually do it. And some of those things, I'm guessing, she has to do on her own. She can't just go out and say, yeah, mate, eat your chocolate. She has to muster that courage on her own. She wants to fix it, but she has to muster that. I don't know. So anyway, it's a 40-minute episode. This is not 40 minutes, it's actually 24, but you have almost 24 are actually something else. Do it, girl! You can do it! That's not Kakeru! Again, I kind of have to praise the girl. She is trying to fix the future. She's trying to mend everything that's happened. So I have to give it... Oh, God. Oh, no! Oh, God! Of course she has to appear right this second. Yeah. Ugh. I was going to say, hopefully it's just an imagination, but no, she's still there. Oh, God, this woman. Oh. Oh, I, I respect that whole now. I respect her. She's good off my books. Do you find this slow package is a basically your name is turns piss off girl and then save my husbando? Oh, this is good. Oh man, she gotta stop it. She's like, no, bro, stop it right now. Like, I need to give you this now. I like that transition. That was a good transition. It's a nice transition. So you know, it's both of them speaking. I kind of like it. Oh man, this is nice. That he did. Oh, has he done? Has she done it? Has she done it? Oh, there's the hug, boys. So, even in the scene, it makes me cry even more. God, that man. That man's so beautiful. Things are changing. Oh man, chest is killing me. Oh. Come on, say it. I'll go with you. That's one way to do it. Just go with him. Higgins is an amazing character. Sue is an amazing bro. You're getting worried. I'm really worried. Oh no. So please go. Oh. Only just yet, just in case. He's read the text, hasn't he? Oh, God. He ain't doing too great. He just read the letter. I mean, the text. He's crying. Come on, Sewer. Turn into husbando, man, and just save the goddamn day. Do it, bro. You can do it. I need you to save the damn day because I can't accept the fact that this kid's gonna happen again. Come on, save the day, Sewer. Now, oh, you can do it. It's a glory. It might be okay. Ah, God damn it. Don't do that to me, anime. Oh, man. Oh, boy. So they're outright saying it as well. Oh man. It's actually still was actually 30 minutes. It was. It's actually 30 minutes long. Oh my god! It's actually the whole entire episode was 40 minutes. Oh man, it ended. Christ, my heart is destroyed. Ah, I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. I was very scared about this episode. I didn't know what was gonna happen. And that whole entire moment, I kind of feared that it was going to happen, and he was saved. I was like, "Thank you." And they also told him about the actual letters as well, which was really nice as well. But it's happy to just kind of see an ending where he's actually fine. Like that was the main thing I wanted, just a happy ending where he's alive and just could live on happily, like knowing that people still care about him. No, it's actually a better point further on. Just don't worry about it. It was actually kind of nice. So, honestly, I really did like the ending. The ending was actually really good. Like, as a final episode, it wrapped everything up really, really nicely. It didn't rush anything. It took its time and just did its stuff. I did it really damn well. So I respect the ending of Orange. Like, it was one of those good endings. It kind of just fixed the sour taste I got left of Rewrite yesterday. And yeah, God, my heart ain't doing too great, I say. Ain't doing too fantastic. Oh, excuse me. I'm not too sure if I'm not going to get an after credit scene. Does not look like it at all, actually. Oh man, did not expect it to be 40 minutes long. I thought it was going to be an hour long because of the whole Seiyu event afterwards. I remember them saying that about the Seiyu event that was going to happen afterwards. I remember that was going to be there. I thought it was going to be 24 minutes long, and then just after that point, then yeah, Seiyu event. But no, 40 minutes long. The whole entire episode was 40 minutes long. So props to them. Like they actually did a really fracking good ending. Oh man, that was an adventure. That anime. Like, the amount of emotions that anime took you through was incredible. Like, it took you through the whole entire event of depression, happiness, frustration, and in the end, happiness again. Like, it just ended so freaking damn well. I actually really did like it. Now, what can I say about the whole entire anime overall? Is it the best of the genre? No, there is still problems lying within the anime itself. There were pacing issues during the middle part of its anime. Plus, production issues did kind of hinder a lot of the emotional investment I did have with certain scenes. In essence, as I mentioned, I think it was episode 9 that had the worst of it. Episode 9 kind of just, it took every single thing that was meant to be fitting in that whole entire thing out because the animation was so poor. Again, I'm not one of those people that tend to kind of hark on about animation. I'm not one of those people that kind of says, if the animation is bad, I cannot watch the anime, because there have been times where animation has been horrendous and the anime has been freaking fantastic. So I won't be saying that. But when your actual anime hinges on the whole entire idea of emotional investment and the animation just takes you out, breaks the immersion, then I must mention it. That's the only time I have to actually kind of just say, yes, look, okay, you need to fix animation because it's hindering what I should be feeling. I should be feeling sad. I should be feeling for these characters in this scene. But because the animation is so poor, I can't feel those emotions. So it breaks the emotional emotional investment I'm meant to be having with this scene. But as the anime went on, past episode 9, he actually did improve. So, good job to them, I must say. Really good job to them, because they actually did fix the whole entire animation problem and kind of just made it look really, really damn nice. So, really, props to them. But style of show, the whole entire thing really was Sua's character. Sua's character was... That guy deserves a monument. Like, he is literally the broest of all bros. He is the man. He is the guy. He is a man I can respect. He's a freaking fantastic lad. Like, for his whole entire series, he's been there. He's known what to say in the situations that Naho couldn't speak up. If Naho couldn't speak, he was there to actually kind of just say, look, okay, we can't go on right now not knowing how you feel. You have to tell us how you feel. So he was there. He's that person that actually could help Kakeru just express what he's truly feeling. And in the end, Naho did as well. Naho did manage to say the right thing that actually managed for Kakeru to then express how he's truly feeling. We saw it in this episode when she asked him to go out with him. And after that whole entire point, after she said, you can tell me everything, he managed to actually kind of just say everything that was going on. And I thought, okay, so she actually did manage in the end to actually kind of be that person that Sue was originally. And I thought, props to her, she fixed the whole entire thing. Granted, does that actually kind of fix the whole entire character? There were times, again, I said before, there were times again when she was frustrating. Like, you just didn't know what was going through her brain that she was saying all these things. You just kind of just said, please, love of Christ, just take a seat back and just think about what you're doing here. But then you kind of have the counter argument of, look, okay, she is a person in their shoes. If you were stuck in the same situation, trying to save your friend, your dear friend, the person you love, you would probably be feeling the kind of same thing. You'd probably be going through the same thing. You won't know what the right thing is to say because you just don't know what could happen to Kakeru. You don't know whether or not you might think you're saying the right thing, but it's not the right thing. So when they actually the way they actually portray her character is completely correct because again, what she said in episode, I think it was 11, I believe it's 11. That whole entire episode, what she said there was a heat of the moment kind of moment. She said to herself, look, okay, his grammar was completely fine in the future, so I can say that, and it might be able to actually allow me to spend some more time with him, so I know how he's doing. Yes, we know as an audience it's not the right thing to say, but it's a heat of the moment kind of thing. Maybe if I was saying, I'll speak English. Maybe if I was stuck in the same situation, I might have said the same thing. I might have said, look, don't worry, she'll be completely fine. And he might retort with the whole entire idea of how do you know? How do you know he's all right? How do you know she's all right in the future? Like, so the way that she portrayed her character is completely correct. She is a character that is in this very, very kind of, I guess, harsh situation. She doesn't know herself what to do. She thinks to herself, look, okay, I can fix this. But it's a tool all of such a girl of that age. She has to walk through there, but is the thing that she's doing in that situation the right thing to do? She doesn't know herself. She does not know the outcome in the future. She knows in the future of this letter that he's not there, but she doesn't know what she's doing is the right thing. That's why sometimes when she actually went off the beaten path, off what the letter said, it actually made the situation kind of a lot better because she managed to actually kind of fix the situation herself, not rely on that letter, and actually kind of fix certain sections a little bit better. Yes, sometimes it did lead to bad results because, again, the letter did not mention ever about the text. Didn't mention once that the text was actually there. So that's another thing to mention. The text wasn't ever mentioned in the letter. No one knew that that whole entire thing was there. No one knew what drove him to actually go and do what he did. No one knew. We know it's a text, but no one else did. So again, it's one of those things. The letter doesn't always tell you the correct. Letters do not really tell you everything. It only tells you what they know and how to actually fix that situation. Yes, again, counter argument is, look, okay, maybe it's not the right thing. Maybe it's not the correct thing, but you do it anyway because you know that might be able to save him. But man, it's a tough anime to get through. I must say, it's a really tough anime. It's a very freaking good anime. See, if I've got any comments before I go on. Nope. I am commentless. But it was a very good anime. Again, it had its flaws here and there, but most part I really did like it. I thought it was a really freaking great anime series. I actually really do like it. Could it have any replayability in essence? Can I go rewatch it? I don't think straight away. I don't think I can really go watch it straight away again because it's one of those animes that I probably would need to wait for the Blu-ray release and actually kind of wait maybe 6 months before I actually can watch it again because I couldn't just go back and just rewatch it because it doesn't have that same effect. It doesn't have the effect of, oh my god, I need to rewatch the whole entire anime now. It doesn't have that. It's one of those animes you could leave it for a little while and come back to it later and watch it then. But I really did like it. Naho again was frustrating, but I did like how they portrayed her character. They portrayed her character completely fine. She was very realistic in how she actually approached every situation. She had to muster that courage herself to actually fix those situations she was in. She couldn't just go full blown whack into it. She wasn't. She couldn't. Didn't have that courage. She's quite a shy woman. She's quite a shy girl. She can't just go balls deep into situations. She has to kind of muster that courage on her own. And also to note as well, it's how they explored Kakeru's character. Kakeru's character was explored phenomenally. I must say, even the VAs themselves, all of them did a fantastic job conveying these characters. Even the supporting cast, all of them got the correct VA treatment. I mean, if the animation was completely piss poor towards the end of the series, the VAs basically allowed for that to kind of carry it. The VAs carried the whole entire anime. If the animation continued to be like episode 9, the VAs for me might have been able to actually carry the whole entire series because they did a fantastic job. Yes, the animation's still there, and the animation does hinder the actual investment of I can't speak English anymore. The emotional investment, but I think the VAs might have been able to carry it. So that's another thing. But overall, it's really good because, again, as I said before, Kakeru's exploration of his character was freaking phenomenal. Like, how they explored his character was great. It was one of those things they explored it. They knew what they were doing. The manga knew what they were doing when they were going into this anime. They knew how to explore someone who was going through this completely correctly. They did it really, really, really well because sometimes I've seen with these kind of animes or any kind of media as well, and it kind of exploring some characters going through this kind of mental state. Sometimes it doesn't come off as great. It doesn't actually come off that well because sometimes they don't develop the character enough. But because Kakeru was developed enough for us to care about him, and the actual driving force of the whole entire anime was to actually save him, you could become invested in his character. You could become invested to actually want a future where he's completely alright. I thought it was actually really great how they explored him. So props to America and also the actual animation studio that did this anime because they both did a fantastic job. Just kind of bringing to life this whole entire manga. And I really did like exploring this whole entire series with you guys. It actually was freaking damn great. And again, Suwa was a best bro. Even that whole entire scene at the end when he basically says, I would want a future like that, kind of killed me inside a little bit, I must say, because again, Suwa just kind of just killed any single future he could have had with Naho. Granted, as he said, he knows there's a future where those two are together, where them two are together, so he doesn't actually kind of mind. There is a future where Naho and him are together, so he doesn't really care about that. He knows it's there. He just wants to save Kakeru. So I said to myself, this guy is literally the guy. He's this man that you can't just compare anyone else to. He's just so freaking fantastic. He's one of those people that would sacrifice his future to save someone else. He's doing something that's really valiant. Like, I was like, man, this guy, he's freaking great, I must say. And also the other cast as well were freaking great. Azu was amazing. Chino was amazing. Hagito was actually also freaking fantastic. Excuse me. Granted, there were certain points where his character kind of went to points. I was like, not too sure or not. I kind of feel for you right there, boy. I just don't know, but I give you a pass. But overall, great series. I would probably give about an 8 out of 10 because there were certain situations where it kind of went a bit down. It would have been a 10, but it kind of had its moments where I was like, but then you kind of put a realistic spin on it, and you kind of like, yeah, I understand why. But it's an 8 out of 10 series overall, I must say. Still very commendable, very, very good series. A series that I would actually go read the manga again, just to kind of see that actually is any changes, whether or not there is actually kind of some things that were quite escalated. This was going past. Any scenes that were quite escalated, kind of just toned down slightly. In essence, also maybe, I don't know, maybe Naho's and Kakeru's relationship might have been a bit better explored in the manga. Because again, there were certain other things in the anime that, again, kind of, I didn't actually speak about this, but there's another thing to actually note is really Kakeru and Naho's relationship. That relationship right there, towards the middle part of the series, oh my god. There was no chemistry there. Like, there really wasn't. There wasn't anything there that kind of deemed me to realize that, yes, these people did care for one another. I guess I understand that Naho is thinking about the worst possible outcome. So is Kakeru. Kakeru and her are on two different playing fields. Their brains aren't kind of on the path of, mate, I want to go out with you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. It's not that until the very end. The best part of the whole entire series was her worrying what could happen to him, thinking the worst possible outcome, not really understanding that maybe, yes, there actually is good outcomes, there actually is good things that could come of this. All of her kind of things with him just kind of just maybe realize there was no chemistry because they were both on two different things. They were both one kind of thinking straight on the whole entire idea of their relationship. They was thinking two different things. He was thinking, oh, I'm going to hurt her, so I can't go out with her. She was thinking, oh my God, what is going through his brain right now? So they're both thinking two different things. It didn't kind of mesh together. They couldn't go out with each other. They couldn't actually have any chemistry because of this reason. They couldn't do it because they just didn't work together at that one section. They didn't work because they just were thinking two different things. I was like, man, just think in the same playing field. Just go, yeah, I love you. I want to go out with you. That kind of thing. Just think about it. But they didn't. And they kind of just frustrate me so much because there were scenes where people meant to be together, meant to be kind of lovey-dovey, and it just wasn't working because they weren't thinking about one another in the same way. They were thinking two different things, and it just didn't mesh together. And there were certain points where I think Naho should have taken a step back and allow for Suwa to kind of fix the entire situation. That's what I kind of felt as well sometimes. It kind of felt like Suwa's the best match to kind of fix the whole entire situation because Suwa had that confidence, had that way of speaking that could fix the situation. Naho, again, she was very realistic. She was a very shy person. She has to muster that courage on her own. But Suwa was that person that really kind of just had the right thing to say. He had the right thing to say, and he actually fixed their situations. And he, even at the end, hugged him as well, which was another thing I kind of noted. I don't think Naho hugged him at the end until Su. And this is what I edit out my videos. Until Su actually hugged him, that's when everyone else hugged him as well. But I don't think Naho before that section actually hugged him after actually saving, after he was saved. So that was kind of interesting. I don't know, but again, all in all, really freaking good series. Like, I would recommend if anyone liked this kind of series, and in essence to kind of illustrate the idea of saving someone, then it's right up your alley. I must say, it didn't piss me off as much as Angel Beats, which is a topic for another video, but it was a really good series. It's one of those kind of really freaking good series. Is it better than Toradora in my opinion? Nope. Like, nothing is better than that. Nothing has come close to how great that series is. Granted, on two different playing fields, but still, when it comes to those kind of like feelsy-ish animes, I think Toradora kind of still just is the best thing ever. But I don't know, maybe one day there might just be an anime like this. It just might be the best thing on God's given earth. I'm not too sure, but I do hope, because maybe, just freaking maybe, the actual spin-off might get animated and actually might be really freaking good, because I know a movie's got announced, but I think it's a recap movie. I'm not even too sure, because by the looks of the actual kind of little snippets we got of the actual kind of movie, that the actual trailer got released straight after the anime ended, it kind of seemed like it was a recap movie. I was like, okay, so they're basically condensing the whole entire event of the anime, which is actually possible. They could, in theory, just focus on the most kind of crucial events, in essence, him getting his first girlfriend and actually kind of all spiraling from there into one entire movie. You can actually just really condense this whole entire movie down into about 2.5 hours. It wouldn't kind of lose any like emotional investment as much per se. I must say, maybe certain things might be lost in translation, because again, one of the things that anime does hinge on is the whole entire idea of emotional investment. If it's lost, it doesn't kind of work in the end. I think the way they actually kind of adapted this actual anime was really well, because they just actually kind of kept everything in and actually adapted everything completely correct. But I don't know, maybe the movies might be a sequel. I'm not too sure, because I can't read Japanese, so I don't know what's going to happen next. But maybe on Reddit or somewhere else, it actually might explain everything that's happening. Let's see if we got any comments. No. Got one like, though. Thank you for the like. But yeah, I hope you guys actually haven't... can't speak. I'm running on about 2 hours sleep, so it's probably why I can't speak tangible English sometimes. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this series overall, me reviewing it. Sorry I did have to change to a live reaction like right freaking at the end of the series, but because of the lack of time I really do have, I had to actually kind of change it over to this. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this like live reaction, the last 2 episodes. I've enjoyed it myself, because again, it's a freaking great series. I really did like it. Like how they explored Kakeru's character, how you didn't really know what this character was really going through in the situation. You just didn't know what he was truly thinking in that way. You just didn't know what could happen to him. In essence, you could think he's going freaking fine, but then something could just happen and bash, he's changed. So you just don't know. It's one of those things, it's unpredictable how he works, because one second he's completely fine and next he's not. And I thought it was really freaking great because it kind of added level further onto the anime. You just didn't know what he was going through, and it's actually freaking great that being there. So I do hope you enjoy the series, because I really did myself. Really one of those great series to kind of dissect and actually kind of analyze these characters and actually know what they truly are thinking. So yes, if you have enjoyed this series overall and this actual live reaction / review, do leave a like, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. Have enjoyed my content up to this whole entire point, you kind of think to yourself, this guy's got a pretty good opinion. Do leave a sub, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. But with all that said, being driver, sorry, second viewer, you haven't just joined right at the end of the live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and the live stream itself, and I shall see you guys later. Tomorrow, side note, tomorrow, Mob Psycho 100 review actually live reaction will be delayed, like, by maybe about 3 hours, I'd say, because I'm actually coming out of university very late tomorrow. My actual lectures finish at 5:30, which is the time in which it comes out, and it takes me about a good solid hour and a half to actually get home. So getting home, having something to eat, and actually kind of sitting down to actually live react to it will probably be around about 3 hours later. So do be on the lookout for it, because I still will do it on Monday, but just will be a little bit later than this last week's. So see you guys later. Bye for now.